It's estimated that nearly 70% of babies prenatally diagnosed with Down syndrome are aborted in the United States alone. For this week's Pro-Life Focus, we introduce you to a family that looked past the fear of one extra chromosome to see the beauty of life.
I knew something was up in the back of my mind. I knew something was going on, but that's still startling news to receive, no matter how prepared you may be.
When Jason and Erin Thielman, a married couple living in Virginia, found out they were expecting their third baby later in their third decade of life, the pair quickly became experts on some medical statistics. For a woman who conceives a baby at age 25, there's about a 1 in 1,250th of a chance her baby will have Down syndrome. When a woman conceives at age 40, that chance rises to about 1 in 100.
When I was pregnant, because of my age, they strongly encouraged genetic screening. So I said, okay. And I kind of knew something was up in the back of my mind. So we did the prenatal screening. The blood test came back showing a high possibility.
While every baby should be celebrated, that wasn't always the Thielmans' experience inside doctors' offices.
One of the doctors really pushed us towards abortion. I went to a lot of those appointments on my own because third child, we got this, we're good. And especially if my husband was not present, she would use very archaic language. Your child will be a burden on society. He will be mentally retarded. He will likely have to have surgeries, and that will make him even more retarded. Very archaic, hurtful language.
Instead of ever considering an abortion, the two decided to walk forward in faith. The Thielmans are devout Catholics and passionate about the pro-life cause. Jason Thielman is even chief of staff to Senator Steve Daines, chair of the newly formed Pro-Life Caucus in the U.S. Senate. So in September of 2018, Andrew Paul Thielman made a welcome entrance into his home.
Andrew perseveres. He was in the NICU for 30 days. He had surgery for Hirschsprung's disease when he was 15 days old. And I think he was stronger than us at that time.
When Erin was later hospitalized for health issues of her own, the family learned pressure to abort their son with Down syndrome didn't end in the womb.
One of the doctors, he asked how much stress I'd been under, and I was like, well, I had an emergency C-section. The baby has Down syndrome. He had surgery when he was 15 days old. We just got him out of the 30-day stay at the NICU. Had some stress. He said, didn't you know you had the choice to abort your baby? You could have saved yourself and not been going through this had you had an abortion. And I was laying in my hospital bed, pretty weak, and I just told him, get out.
At about 9 months old now, baby Andrew is proving to be a gift to the Thielman family.
He's my pacifier. I mean, that's how I view him when Erin was sick and in the hospital and trying to manage the 3 kids. I just sit and hold him after getting the other 2 to bed or getting him up in the morning or in the middle of the night, and just holding him, I just felt a calm and peace.
He will just hug you right away or kiss you right away.
Big brother and sister Alexander and Abby, ages 8 and 6, are excited to have another sibling at home.
He's nice, and he smiles and laughs. He talks a lot. He's like, and like this. Sometimes when he speaks baby voice, it sounds like he's talking like something else. Yeah, and sometimes he kind of speaks in a dolphin, kind of like.
While big brother and sister may not be able to put it into words yet, their love for baby Andrew is obvious.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I am in a baby picture frame.
For the adults in the family, the youngest Thielman has already brought some life lessons to light.
One of my favorite places to hike is Garden of the Gods in my hometown of Colorado Springs. And it's filled with red dirt. And it is so cool, so special, so unique, and so rare that having a child with Down syndrome is like finding that red dirt trail. Every child is a different path on the trail of life. But those with Down syndrome, I equate that to finding that really special red trail.
I think it's natural to have a lot of fear and apprehension and be angry. I mean, I had moments, and I know you had moments of just being angry about it, and you have to go through kind of various stages of coming to understand and terms with that. All of that really disappeared when the baby was born, and that really, I mean, it's just so true.
It's almost as if baby Andrew is evangelizing to his family already at 9 months. And when you learn the meaning behind his name, it makes all the more sense.
All of our kids have an A name. We call them the A team, so Alexander, Abby, and Andrew. So we chose Andrew Paul after St. Andrew and St. Paul, the first and last apostles, praying that he would have the intercession of every apostle from Andrew through Paul.
With the intercession of the apostles, baby Andrew Paul Fielman might just evangelize the world. Thank you to the Fielman family for welcoming us into your home and sharing your heart with us.